12 science-backed signs she's attracted to you. Attraction signs a girl likes you that really matter. If you've made it this far, my love, comment below with the word 100% or something else to let me know, to confirm that you've received the knowledge from the video so far. For more interesting topics, subscribe to the channel, leave a like on the video and share it later. Let's continue. Everyone has been there, finally you are on a date with a special person and everything is going really well. It looks like it's time to say the 3 magic words, I like you, and the lady replies, I like you as a friend. Obviously, ouch, that hurts and can knock anyone's confidence. There is no magic formula when it comes to knowing if a lady is attracted to you, but there is some science that will stop you from having to think, is she actually attracted to me? And if you see these signs when you are with your special lady, you will know that she is attracted to you, and then you can make the next move. She wants to spend time with you. If a girl likes you, she will say yes to every date and even invite you out on dates. She will feel confident enough to do this because she is developing feelings that make her want to always spend time with you. Now, the reason for this is because science tells us that we are more likely to form emotional bonds with people that we spend a lot of time with. So, if you have just finished dinner and she mentions something that you guys could do next when you see each other, it's a sign that she is attracted to you. She uses eye contact. This is because we are interested in what they are saying and obviously in them. An eye contact is a mating signal, so it comes instinctually to us. We do it around people that we like, and it also causes arousal, which only happens if someone is attracted to you. So, if you are out for dinner and she is maintaining eye contact while laughing at your jokes, chances are she's attracted to you. She flirts with you. If a girl flirts with you, then she really does like you. In 2015, the University of Kansas did a study on behaviors that reveal romantic attraction, and they discovered that when a girl flirts, it's a big sign that she likes you. Often, guys are used to how they flirt, which is something they do quite obviously. Girls, however, are much more subtle. So, if you think she's flirting, it's time to make your move. Open body language. Body language tells us so much. It can show us if someone likes us or dislikes us. And if you are on a date with a lady that you like and she is displaying open body language, it's a good sign. She will have her legs uncrossed, her arms open, and be looking up with a big smile. And this means that there is a lot of attraction and she enjoys being in your company. Make sure that you are displaying open language better so that when you tell her you like her, it's not such a big surprise. Blushing. A lady blushes when she likes someone. It's a complete natural response to being in the company of someone that she has a crush on. And it can be hard to tell if a lady is blushing because of makeup or actual blushing, but if you are both looking at each other lovingly, you may just pick up on it. Where is her purse? When I talk about her purse, I don't mean to start going through it when she's at the toilet. A lady's purse is full of her own private things and you should never go through it without permission, obviously. What I mean here is take some time to look at where her purse actually is when you guys are walking together. If she feels uncomfortable, she will hold her purse close to her, grabbing it tightly. If she feels comfortable, it won't be used as a barrier. She will have it down by her side or over her shoulder so that you can hold her hand as you guys walk. This is something us ladies do automatically and it has developed over years of evolution. Mirroring you. Mirroring is something we all do when we like someone. We start to mimic the other person's behavior and actually their voice and sometimes their slang. It's actually a form of flattery. So when it happens, it's a sign she is most definitely attracted to you. Experts say that nonverbal cues make up a large part of the way that we communicate with someone and mirroring actions is a nonverbal cue. And if she likes you, she might start using some of your catchphrases that you use or change the way that she speaks to mimic. This is natural though and it's not something that she's actually aware that she's doing. In a restaurant, she might raise her glass to drink her wine when you take a sip out of yours too. And if you were out exploring, she might walk in sync with you, left foot, right foot, very much in sync with how you go. And these are all signs that she likes you. So next time you are with your special lady, pay close attention to how she's acting. Did she slip out one of your catchphrases in the conversation? Is she drinking at the same time as you? These little actions will show you how she feels. Listen to her voice. When a lady is around someone that she likes, she will lower her voice to match theirs. She will sound huskier and bring it down to your level. And men also do this. They lower their voices when around someone that they like to sound more sexy and intense. Physically, she is close to you. Let me introduce you to something called proxemics. Proxemics tells you how comfortable the connection is between two people according to how physically close they are. If a girl likes you, she would try to close that gap between you and her. She's going to stand as close as possible to you and sit close to you too. She could even reach out to touch your arm. And this is her way of showing you that she is most definitely attracted to you. And you know what? I really agree with this one. I try and stay close to any man that I'm attracted to. I like to walk close to them and I will sit close to them on a park bench, for example. It's a way of me showing them that I am interested in taking their relationship a little bit further. So a girl that doesn't like you, she's going to be as far away from you as possible. So watch out. They are a little awkward sometimes. When a lady is being awkward, it can be confusing. Is she not interested? Is she shy? But one way to figure this out is to watch the other signs that she is giving you. And if it's all looking pretty good, then it's a sign that she's attracted to you. Ladies become a little bit awkward when they are with someone that they really like. It's just a reaction that happens in their brain, which is something scientists have discovered. Make her feel safe and pay her some compliments. This should help her come out of her shell and really show you some of that amazing personality. Fixing hair and also her clothes. This can also be something that ladies do when they are feeling just a little bit nervous. They want to look perfect for you because, well, they like you. So, if they fix their hair and make sure their clothes are properly fitted all the time, as you both get to know each other, you will know that she does this a little bit less. And that's because she's starting to feel more comfortable with you. But you should always take it away as a compliment. And if you guys are on a date together and she gets up to go to the toilet a couple of times, chances are she's actually fixing up her hair and her makeup. She can be vulnerable with you. Trusting someone with things that make you vulnerable is very scary. It is something we all do with the people that we absolutely trust the most. And if a lady is vulnerable with you and tells you something secretive in private, you need to make sure you thank her for being vulnerable and support her. And a lady who knows a lot about vulnerability is the amazing Brené Brown. And in her book, Daring Greatly, she defines vulnerability as uncertainty, risk, and also emotional exposure. So, this basically means if a lady is being vulnerable, it's because she trusts you and she's very, very attracted to you. If you've made it this far, my love, comment below with the word 100% or something else to let me know, to confirm that you've received the knowledge from the video so far. For more interesting topics, subscribe to the channel, leave a like on the video and share it later. Let's continue. 12 subtle signs someone is actually flirting with you, how to tell if they really want you. Have you ever met someone who is naturally flirtatious? They are friendly, laugh at your jokes, and have some intense eye contact. You might even wonder, are they flirting with me? Well, the answer is maybe. They could naturally just be like that because it's a lot of people's personality types, or it could be that they are flirting with you. It can be tricky to learn how to spot flirting because, after all, it is very similar to just being a lovely person. But there are certain signs that you can keep an eye out for along the way that will prove once and for all that your crush is most definitely flirting. And in this video, we are going to teach you how to tell if someone is actually flirting with you and not just being nice. Stay tuned. It's normal not being able to tell if someone is actually flirting with you. It's very normal. In fact, the University of Kansas conducted a study in 2014 that showed just how clueless we all can be when it comes to telling if someone is flirting with us. It showed that only 18% of women in the study picked up the hint, and I'm sure it's the same for guys. So don't worry if you have had issues in the past and maybe been shut down. I am here today to give you some clear signs you can look out for so that it never ever happens again. Eye contact. Look into my eyes. No, really, look into my eyes. If someone is looking at you with prolonged eye contact, they might be flirting with you. The more interested someone is, the more they will look at you. Perhaps the conversation is flowing, and you notice that they are displaying lingering eye contact, and so you offer some back. Now both of you know the other is interested and very much flirting. Eye contact is something to watch out for, so if you are asking yourself, are they flirting with me? Chances are they definitely are. Physical touching. Physical touch is a surefire way to find out if someone is flirting with you. It might be a slight touch of your arm or a brush of the shoulder. Antonia Hall, who is a psychologist and relationship expert, says that a big giveaway is touching or tapping on an arm. And if this happens often during a date, it means they are flirting with you. One thing to remember here is that if you try this on a date, make sure the other person is comfortable beforehand. It's very important that any touching is consensual. They make it very clear that they are single. This one sounds very obvious because why would you be flirting with someone who wasn't single? It is important that they are definitely single, and you know what? It's not always clear. If someone mentions they are single to you, it's no coincidence. They told you for a reason. It's their way of showing you that they are single and therefore ready to mingle, also known as telling you to make your move and flirt with them. So the opposite is also important. If you are single and talking to someone, make sure that they know that you are, so that they interpret your flirting as flirting and not just as you being a lovely nice person. They contact you. If they are contacting you to arrange a date or a walk in the park, this is a way of flirting. They are showing you that they want to spend time with you and that they really do like you. Because if they were not interested in you, they really wouldn't be messaging you at all. For a date, this would probably tell you that they just saw you more like a friend. So if someone is messaging you and asking to arrange something, hey, when are you free? Let's go and grab coffee, they are flirting with you. So if someone is messaging you and asking when you are free, they are not only flirting but most likely interested in having more with you. Teasing, but in a fun way. This is a classic way of flirting with someone, and I'm sure you have experienced it for yourself. When you are attracted to someone, this part of flirting comes very naturally. When the conversation is flowing, teasing is a fun way to flirt. Now, when I say teasing, I do not mean being cruel about how someone looks or their personality. It's wittier one-liners that are good things to use. For example, if you are on a date and the other person spills something, you could jokingly say, well, see, can't take you anywhere because we can't have nice things. You could also carefully use sarcastic compliments to tease her, but make sure that you are good at delivering sarcasm beforehand. They compliment you. They litter the conversation with lots of compliments. If someone is throwing compliments your way like, I love your smile, or I really like the color of your hair, it's a form of flirting and also flattery. This means that they are really enjoying your company and are attracted to you. They might maintain eye contact while they pay you a compliment to really spice things up a little. If you are flirting with someone, make sure to drop some compliments into the conversation too. You will definitely know that someone is flirting with you if this happens. You can almost smell romance. Sometimes you can just smell that romance is in the air. It is important to make sure that this is not one-sided. You can tell if romance is in the air by the dates you go on. If you are going on strolls through the park just the two of you or for a picnic on the beach, this is very romantic. Even going to see a movie isn't the best choice of date, but it's kind of romantic. And if you are going on dates like this, you are more than friends and most definitely flirting. A tilting of the head. If you are talking to someone and they tilt their head just slightly, this could be them flirting with you. It's a natural mating intuition according to the University of Kansas. When we are with someone that we find attractive, we turn our head slightly when they talk. We also turn our head slightly down, a slight smile, and our eyes are turned forwards towards the person that we are facing. It's a sign of flirting. It's sultry flirtatious behavior. Very, very sexy. If you are talking to someone and they start to display this type of body language, they are flirting with you. And this is a great way to spot flirting, so keep those eyes peeled. They treat you differently when they are around their friends. They are different compared to how they are with you. If they are treating you differently when you are on a date, perhaps dressing really smart or speaking slowly, this could be because they see you as more than a friend and they are flirting. Now, we all treat our friends different to how we treat our romantic partners because it brings out a different side of our personalities. So look out for it. They pay close attention to you. There is absolutely nothing worse than being on a date with someone who is not paying attention to you. Maybe they are staring into space or looking at other tables around you. Either way, it's super unattractive and a major turn off. Someone who is flirting with you and respects you will look at you and only pay attention to you. This is because to them, you are the most important person in the room. They are attracted to you, so what more could they possibly need or even want? And you will clearly see them listening to you and engaging in conversation. It's an important part of flirting, and without it, you probably don't want to flirt with them at all. You can feel the vibes. The final and most definite way to tell if someone is actually flirting with you is through those vibes. And vibes are those natural things that us humans pick up on. We can tell when we meet someone if they like us and if they are our type of person. It's like energy in the air. So finally, I would say just see how you feel around this person. Do you think they are interested in you? If so, make your move. So when it comes to flirting, the most important thing is simply to just be confident. Be yourself. If you've made it this far, my love, comment below with the word 100% or something else to let me know, to confirm that you've received the knowledge from the video so far. For more interesting topics, subscribe to the channel, leave a like on the video and share it later. Let's continue. Physical signs a woman is interested in you. This attraction body language equals she likes you smiling face with heart eyes. Imagine you're on a date with the lady. They look like they are having an amazing time, but you're just not 100% sure that they even like you. Dating does not always have to be so mysterious. Sometimes it just takes a little bit of very obvious observation. Women are naturally better at this, sadly, and from a young age, they are taught to read between the lines and study body language carefully. You can tell a lot when you really start to watch someone's body language. Women will often show you physical signs that they like you before they might even tell you with their words, and it's all about being able to pick up on them. And in this video, yeah, you guessed it, I want to talk you through some of the physical signs that she's into you so that next time you're on a date, you just know for sure. My name's Pamela Raquel. Stay tuned. She is playing with her hair. Now, this is a subconscious physical trait that she is into you. A lady does not realize she's doing this, however, it just comes naturally. So she could be doing it because her hair really is in her face, but most likely she's actually giving you a sign that she likes you. So you might be wondering what type of hair playing I'm talking about. Flicking her hair, twirling it around her finger, pulling it out of her face. If it looks like she's doing this a lot and looking at you with slightly dreamy eyes and tilting her head, she is physically into you, and this is one of the ways she's showing you. Smiling. When a lady is physically attracted to you, she smiles a lot. It's a very positive sign because she's happy to be with you and she's very attracted. So she might smile more when you say something, and her smile lingers throughout the conversation. This is because she's really happy and can't hide it. So take a moment to notice the twinkle in her eyes when she smiles as well. This might be a good time to compliment that smile, and she will be all yours after that. Blinking. We all blink a lot naturally so that we can stop things from entering our eyes. But did you also know that this is a physical sign that a lady is into you? You probably didn't. If you're on a date, say at a bar, and you are talking to someone lovely and you notice she's blinking a lot and tilting her head, this is her showing you that she's attracted. It's a psychological biological sign she's born with and she does it naturally, and she'll even notice that she's doing it. She leans in towards you. If a lady leans towards you when you speak or when she speaks, it's a sign she likes you. Studies have shown this to be true. We naturally want to be closer to people that we are attracted to. She returns your touch. Touch is one of the pillars of flirting, and it's part of building that initial attraction. When you are on a date with a lady that you like, make sure to touch her arm or to tap her shoulder. Of course, make sure it's consensual, but if you are both attracted to each other, she will love it. She laughs a lot. If she is laughing with you, not at you, this is a sign that she's into you. We all physically laugh when we like someone. Breathing. Breathing quickly is a natural response of something that we do when we are around someone or something that we find attractive. Our body is pumping us full of endorphins known as the love drug, and it makes us breathe faster. How she dresses. A lady that likes you will dress up to see you. She will put on her best, most flattering outfit. Lip biting. Look out for the lip biting. Women will bite their lips when they are seriously flirting with you and when they are trying to seduce you. She tries to sit next to you. You are out bowling with some friends and the lovely lady that you like is there, and instead of sitting next to your shared friends, she always sits next to you. Strong eye contact. Eye contact is a very powerful form of body language. So the next time that you are out with a special lady, watch out for these physical signs. They can be subtle. Sometimes they are so subconscious she doesn't even realize she's doing it. And you know what? You might be wowed by the results. If you think I missed something from today's video, let me know down in the comments. Give me a huge thumbs up and consider subscribing to make my day. But if you want to get your name rolling up next to my face like these amazing people's names here, then all you have to do is click the link in the description bar below to find out a little bit more. If you've made it this far, my love, comment below with the word 100% or something else to let me know, to confirm that you've received the knowledge from the video so far. For more interesting topics, subscribe to the channel, leave a like on the video and share it later. Let's continue. 18 subtle things guys think are cool but are actually major turn offs for women. Avoid doing these. Let's talk about the things that many guys do that they think they are doing which makes them look cool, but to women, it's actually making them come across very unattractive. Now, without a doubt, it could be that guys do these things and they do look cool in front of other guys, but really, in front of the girls, we just look at you and roll our eyes. So if you want to know more about it, well, this is the video for you. The very first one, and I can feel the eye rolls already, claiming to be an alpha male. If you have to claim to be anything, then it's a sign you really are not that thing. Now the guys that are obsessed with talking about who is alpha and beta are usually the most insecure. It's just as daft as when people have to brag about how much money they make because in reality no one that has money talks about it. And I can't help but naturally think of the character Jay from The In-Betweeners every time I hear someone say they are an alpha male, comparing us to other women. But you aren't like the other girls. You're so much better than my ex-girlfriend. You are the most prettiest out of all of the girls here. Any variation of these sentences is going to make us cringe. If you have to bring someone down to try and raise us up to make us feel better, then it's very toxic. But you aren't like the other girls. Every lady hates this sentence because it shows how little you actually know about ladies, because newsflash, some of us do like to play basketball, some of us do spend 15 hours a day gaming when new downloadable content is available, some of us do act like your brothers deal with it. Being demanding to the waiting staff goes without saying really, doesn't it? Don't order their food. This actually happened to me in a restaurant. A guy that I was on a date with listened to what I said I felt like eating, and then when the waitress came around, he placed his order and then told her what I wanted to eat. I kept it down and I thought I'll let this pass, and then a couple of months down the line there were a lot more red flags that popped up and I realized this guy from that date was displaying controlling behavior. Sometimes I get it, it's a nice gesture, especially if you guys order the same dish. You can say, we will both have 2 rare steaks please. However, if you have to order for us, you make us feel like a child and that we are not capable of doing things for ourselves. Reckless driving. It is not sexy ever. It makes us ladies really fear for our lives. And I've noticed that sometimes a guy feels that if they drive recklessly where they are speeding and braking last minute, it makes them appear more masculine and therefore more attractive, but you know what, it really doesn't. If a girl has to hold on to the door handle for dear life when she's in a car with you, well, you can expect your Facebook relationship status to remain a single. Saying the words, cheer up, love, also known as catcalling. I have never ever fallen in love with someone who told me that I should be smiling more and that I would look better if I smiled. Didn't work for Romeo and Juliet, so it isn't going to work in real life. Romeo didn't cause a fuss outside Juliet's bell can even exclaim, cheer up love, you pretty, you should smile more. Bad hygiene. This one I don't really need to go into great details, pretty self-explanatory. If you want to kiss a girl, make sure you have nice teeth, do the routine dental procedures. This also applies to wearing deodorant, showering regularly, and having nice-looking nails. Wearing way too much cologne. Cologne is sexy, however, cologne it's very potent stuff, and if you spray more than 3 sprays, well, you can expect it to actually melt a lady's face off. I'm kidding. The aroma will be so overpowering that you could actually get rid of dates as opposed to bagging them. Saying that they don't order girly drinks. If you refer to a certain drink as girly, well, you can expect to not get a text back. You are still a man even if you order and drink an apple teeny. No one is gonna pop up from behind the bar and say, stop, this is the feminine police. If you drink that Cosmopolitan, you are gonna grow double D's. Spitting. Yeah, it's never been attractive, so unattractive in fact that even if a girl is watching a football game with you, you can expect her to roll her eyes and wince when she sees other football players do this on the pitch. How much they party or have partied in the past. We don't care how many shots of Jägermeister you did in your early 20s, we just want to get to know the healthy version of you now, so you don't have to talk about how much you used to drink and throw up on night out. Gross. Being overly competitive. Women naturally want everyone to win. Everyone is a winner in the woman's eyes. So when we see your competitive ways, it turns us off. I once went on a mini golf date with a guy who was more concerned about beating me than actually having a good time and getting to know me on the date. And it was terrible because in the end I just thought, why did you go on a date with me? What was the point of this? He clearly didn't read the brief about what a date should actually be. Being mean to their moms or about their moms behind their backs. And I don't need to give you a description of why it's obvious. Bragging about fights or going to jail. Anything that shows that you are naturally aggressive is a huge turn-off. So bragging about the fights you've been in, even the fights you've lost, or just talking about the time when you had a black eye for 2 weeks or the time you went to jail, it really is not sexy, and even if you feel it's a way to show off your masculinity, you just come across as an aggressive monster. I do remember being 18 and going around to my first ever boyfriend's house, and he was really proud to show me a punch mark in the wall behind his bedroom door, and I thought, wow, that's very weird, and I literally asked to use the bathroom and I left and I ran home. Frowning or looking alpha in pictures. Speaking of profile pictures, holding large sums of money in your Tinder profile. I don't care how much guys will say that women are gold diggers, if you have to flash a wad of cash in a profile picture, you look like a complete buffoon. The unsolicited pictures. And you know exactly what pictures I am on about. If we ask you for them directly, that's a different story, but if you just send them to us, it's very creepy and very weird. Just because you were talking to us in cyberspace doesn't mean that you throw all social etiquette rules out of the windows. Now the reason why this is weird is because women take it for actual face value. It's just the same feeling as if you knocked on my front door, dropped down your trousers and displayed your Benjamin. It's weird, it's very sexually aggressive, and that's exactly what it feels like to a girl when she gets an unsolicited picture. It's the same thing, and I did read on a forum on Reddit that a woman said that if we receive unlisted pictures, then we should forward those pictures to the guy's mother or another family member, and I don't know, is that a fair thing to do? If I've received something I don't want to receive, then surely your mom should receive it so she knows what type of guy she's raised. And correct your behavior. Calling all the men unmasculine because they don't like a certain hobby, movie, music, TV, whatever it may be. There is nothing that makes a lady's eye roll more when a guy turns around and says someone is feminine because of his actions. You don't lose out on any dose of testosterone just because you watched a Korean drama. Your bicep muscles are not going to shrink just because you enjoy painting with watercolors. The size of your junk is not going to get smaller just because you listen to K-pop bands. If a guy has to make out that he's better than someone else based on masculine actions, you can expect to never date a value lady and to continue having toxic relationships and date women that only care about your bank balance and how tall you are. If you think I missed something from today's video, let me know down in the comments. Give me a huge thumbs up and consider subscribing to make my day. But if you want to get your name rolling up next to my face like these amazing people's names here, then all you have to do is click the link in the description bar below to find out a little bit more. Have an amazing day. See you soon.